Hello and welcome to this second demo of the FX Report software. If you haven't checked the first demo yet, it is highly recommended that you see the first demo where a lot more information is provided on some basic information about the software as well as the prop firm operations. It will be very useful to watch that first and then come to this demo. Assuming that you have watched the first demo, I'm going to show in this video another scenario where the prop firm admin wants to add user accounts manually. The software can operate with automation where the accounts and the trading accounts can get created automatically. However, there may be scenarios, for example, some of our prop firm customers, they don't want to add live accounts automatically. In that case, there is a manual option. In some cases, some of the prop firm owners don't have manager access and hence want to just use the software where they create accounts manually and then they use the software just to do the monitoring and the alert part and the dashboard. So there can be many scenarios. So I'm going to show how to go about adding the accounts manually to your back office solution. Now, I have logged into the back office with my admin access. So be given an access once you install this software. On the admin panel, there are multiple ways you can go about adding accounts manually. The first one is that you want to create the user and then account also you want to add account manually under that user. So the first step in that case, you will have to select the user. You can say the user ID you choose for the user is test user 1. The email is, let's say, at testuser1.com. You want to choose a password. Some password is picked. So this is the scenario where you're actually creating the account for that trader manually into the back office. Okay, and then the first name, some test first name, right? When you create these elements, a user entry is created and the software will send an email to the user saying, hey, user has been added under this, and the email will tell them the user ID, password, and the email that was used. So what happens in that case is that the user can then come in and log in with their own user ID. So for example, I have added this user in the first demo. So I'm going to show with this reference. And then they can come in, go to their profile section, and they can update their other information. Okay? This is the first step of adding a user manually. Log in as the administrator again. Edit the user, then you can go to show users. And let's say you added this user manually, then you can, as an administrator, add a trading account under that user. You can select which challenge that user is going to be added. You can put their account number. So in this scenario, it is assumed that you will be creating their trading account also manually, right? And trading account can be created through manager control or by logging into the broker account. Whichever way you create, you have to enter the account number. Let's say this is the account number, the currency, investor password, because the software needs at least an investor password. If you have master password, then you can copy that as investor 2, but you enter your investor password, master password, and the chart suffix. So this is important, especially if you are using the software without the manager access. Then the software needs to know if the charts have any kind of suffix. Like, for example, sometimes the broker has a suffix like Euro USD and a small X after that. So you have to put that suffix here and you have to hit save. Okay. So what this does is it adds an account in a challenge for that user, which in this case is this user ID, and the system will then start monitoring it and so on. Other way, for example, is if you have the program and you want to add the user directly into that program. So there is an option to do that also. In this case, you can create an account from the user from the program page. And keep in mind, now with this option, the system will first check the email address. So this email address, if it is already used, then the user is already there. So in that case, just add a new trading account under this user. Or if this email does not exist, then the system will first create a new user and then add a trading account for that program under that user. So in this case, I'm going to demonstrate that this user was already created. So I'm just going to save, and the system will recognize that, okay, this user was already there. So it has created a new order. And in the back end, the back office solution is now contacting the broker server, creating the account for this program conditions. So the program we selected was 10K challenge. So in this case, it's going to create a GH market, a account with 1:100 leverage, $10,000 initial balance, and add that account into the program for this user. So it takes sometimes a couple of minutes for the system to create this account. New trading account has been added for this, and it is under the 10K challenge. It's MetaTrader 4 account. This is the broker, and this is the new account number. So this is how you have various options available as the administrator in the FX report software to create accounts for your traders manually. I hope you find this demonstration helpful, and stay tuned for other demonstrations where I'm reading other scenarios where how the software catches the trader when there is a breach, for example, or how the trader can request payout. So further demonstrations of the demo videos are going to be uploaded very soon. Thank you for watching and have a great day.